Caitlin Clark not expected to play when Indiana Fever resumes season Tuesday at New York. Indianapolis, AP. Caitlin Clark is not expected to be available on Tuesday night when Indiana resumes its season at the defending champion New York Liberty, Fever coach Stephanie White said. Clark missed Indiana's final game before the All-Star break with an injured right groin and pulled out of Friday night's three-point contest as well as Saturday's All-Star game. Clark told reporters on Saturday night that she had been getting treatment during the festivities, which also took place in Indianapolis. She was injured in the final minute of Tuesday's victory at Connecticut. While she is improving, White said, the Fever intend to be cautious with Clark, who missed 10 games during the first half of the season with 3 different muscle injuries. She's going to see some doctors and get more tests early in the week. White said, I don't expect her to be available on Tuesday, so we're just going to take it one day at a time and let her get evaluations early this week, and then, once we've done that, hopefully we'll have more of a clear vision of what it looks like. Clark never missed a game because of injury during her college career at Iowa or last season when she was selected the WNBA's Rookie of the Year. The two-time All-Star is averaging 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, and 5.0 rebounds this season for a team that was expected to contend for a league championship. But Clark's injuries and other obstacles have kept the Fever hovering near the middle of the standings with a 12-11 mark. These soft tissue injuries sometimes nag until you can actually have time to really allow to heal in the offseason, White said. A silent storm. Caitlin Clark's unseen influence as the Fever returned to New York. In a hushed moment before tip-off, the Indiana Fever locker room sits in a rare state of quiet. Caitlin Clark, roster headliner, rhythm shifter, cultural phenomenon, is absent. Nowhere to be seen ahead of Tuesday's matchup against the defending champion New York Liberty. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Clark's sophomore season had been a thrill ride, record-breaking scoring, record-breaking passing, even taking charge of a WNBA triple-double that landed her Rookie of the Year honors last year. But now, a right groin injury has clipped the wings of her momentum, and before she can soar again, the Fever are navigating a storm of their own, without their brightest star. The health report card. Coach Stephanie White delivered the verdict on Sunday. Caitlin is progressing, but unlikely to be available for Tuesday's game in Brooklyn, preferring a week-by-week strategy over aggressive comeback attempts. Yahoo Sports. +10. FLM. +10. The Sun. +10. New York Post. +2. The Sun. +2. SBNation.com. +2. The Times of India. +7. Reuters. +7. New York Post. +7. It's become familiar territory. This marks the third time this season Clark has been sidelined by soft tissue issues, this time hitting again in a July 15th game against Connecticut, after earlier setbacks in her quad and left groin. Reuters. +1. FLM. +1. Still averaging 16.5 ppg, 8.8 APG, 5 RPG, and nearly 9 assists per game, she remains Indiana's heartbeat. But the rhythm is offbeat now. 10 regular season games missed, including the Commissioner's Cup Final and All-Star events. That's nearly a quarter of the season lost, disrupting both her flow and Fever cohesion. New York Post. Wikipedia. Defending a kingdom without the Queen. Monday's scene at Barclays Center. The New York Liberty, riding confidence, 15-6, second-best record, and vengeance after a loss to Indiana in June, are primed to defend home court. Fox Sports. +8. Swish Appeal. +8. New York Post. +8. Liberty are bulletproof in the second half, just emerged from a winning streak, and boosted by Jonquil Jones's return, now back from an ankle sprain, and expected to shore up their interior dominance. New York Post. Meanwhile, the Fever, holding a 12-11 record, teeter near the playoff line. Without Clark, they struggle. In her absence, they've lost rhythm and shooting efficiency, sometimes sinking below 37% from the field. The Sun. +3. Reuters. +3. New York Post. +3. It's not just about stats. It's energy, identity, the kind of contagious spark that radiates through teammates and fans alike. And when Clark takes the floor, that spark is electric. Even the market recognizes it. Since she donned the Fever jersey, WNBA contract values, ticket demand, jersey sales, viewership, everything has lifted, collectively called the Caitlin Clark effect. The Washington Post, plus 15. Wikipedia, plus 15. New York Post, plus 15. The human element, Fever inside the franchise. There's more than just score sheets at stake. This is Stephanie White orchestrating lineups, without her point guard architect. Ari McDonald and Sydney Colson rise to opportunity. Veterans like Sophie Cunningham must blend leadership with clutch shooting. Wikipedia, plus 3. Wikipedia, plus 3. Fox Sports, plus 3. Plus, energy from the bench and locker room, once centered around Clark's infectious drive, needs rechanneling. Teammates talk, not defensively, but with quiet optimism. A shared message, it's not her absence. It's our challenge. Economic ripple effect. It's more than a basketball storyline. Clark's face has turned Indiana Fever into a commercial juggernaut. Forbes placed the franchise second in WNBA valuation. Merchandise sales skyrocketed. Media deals flourished, all tied to her presence. Wikipedia. This backslide isn't just a setback on the court. It's a temporary eclipse in brand momentum. A season wavering around .500 and the playoff bubble is one thing. A mid-season, star player, sparked exposure dip? That could shift everything off-court. Not that Indiana is panicking, but the stakes underline why patient rehab matters. The league spins too. Even the WNBA has felt the ripple. The league high in TV ratings, record contract revenue, soaring attendance, player-driven fever dream, but friction remains around labor. During the All-Star game, Clark and Pierce wore "Pay us what you owe us" shirts, pushing for contract reform even as she sat injured. ESPN.com, plus 3. The Sun, plus 3. The Washington Post, plus 3. Then there's player safety. Cries are growing louder. Experts warn of officiating lapses endangering players, especially guards like Clark. An accompanying Washington Post column blamed aggressive, uncalled contact for rising injury rates among backcourt players. The Washington Post. Clark's injuries, through this lens, are a symptom, an emblematic part of a broader risk spiral. Echoes of 22 to 25. Clark's first 2 pro seasons have mirrored her college years, dominant, record-setting, but now marked by unexpected interruption. She played 184 games between Iowa and Indiana without missing a three-pointer streak. This season, that streak ended. She's now played through pain, but sometimes outmatched by the physical toll. ESPN.com. Wikipedia. Her spirit remains vibrant. She's embraced the season as not just an athlete, but a voice, a face of a movement, fighting for fair pay, better treatment, safer play. Behind the facades of limelight and PR cameras, though, is a 22-year-old balancing global fame and physical uncertainty.